It's winter in the northwest corner of Bukit Timah. The year is ending for the hexapods of one community, home to a myriad of species, each with their own special characteristics. This vast kingdom of wonders hosts a selection of critters unique to the south of Asia. By early December, the strongest hexapods emerge from their swarms. At this time of year, leaders of each species must arise to compete for the survival of their young. Female spicebush have been out all winter, scurrying around to make peace with their neighbors. Surviving the long winter days is their greatest concern. The extroverted spicebush rely on symbiotic relationships with bigger species to ward off lurking predators. A pair of sisters from their spicebush family have spotted a potential protector. They approach respectfully, cautious of frightening their befriender away. They know that once they are successfully accepted under her care, peaceful days are ensured for the rest of winter. But not this time. Cohabiting the overhead plains, a young Atala has discovered a human dumping ground. The withdrawn and gentle Atalas depend on their own intellectual instincts to survive. Within this isle of discarded human paper products lies the secrets to survival. It seems she has discovered education. In the northern regions, Atalas have developed higher forms of education. Here, an older Atala uses her opposable thumbs to grip an advanced tool. Bravely, she fumbles to carve symbols onto scraps of unearthed paper. Hidden in dark corners, dusky wings are found engaging in quick mops, an adaptation only the more evolved species have developed. These hard workers hurry along unnoticed by other species. Beneath that friendly exoskeleton exterior lie neural pathworks that can do up to 5,000 fast and accurate calculations in a day. Even in foreign environments, dusky wings are quick to adapt to new settings. Efficient work ethics increase the probability of their species making it to the top of the food chain. Like their dusky-winged cousins, the monarchs too have adapted to become technologically savvy. This royal species spend their time awake observing the mating patterns of the royal family. With winter driving away breeding mates, this clever tactic will ensure they strike at the optimal copulation period to reproduce healthy younglings. The monarch hexapods conclude that Prince Harry must have been a fan of suits.
Pipevines are commonly viewed as the most active members of the one community ecosystem. Known to have high energy levels, it is a rare sight to see members of this species sitting still. Here we observe an alpha pipevine in his natural habitat. Oddly enough, he seems to have slowed to a dreary pace. This abnormal behavior is likely due to the scorching midday heat, causing lethargy to strike these smaller hexapods. Even in the winter, temperatures can hit as high as 350 degrees Celsius. Lazing around seems to be the pipevine's only plans for the day.
Another neighboring species is a peculiar colony of hexapods known as the American lady. The American lady species communicate their digestive demands ingeniously through interwebular networks. Working as a cohesive unit, members of the colony can pick up distress signals from one another through highly attuned neural sensors. This mothering American lady responds quickly to satisfy her young's dietary needs. In the resting spot of the red admiral species, a tussle has broken out between the two newly elected leaders of the pack. It is not uncommon for red admirals to instigate conflict to impose their dominance within the group. Things are really getting heated now. It appears the male has emerged victor. He is having none of her nonsense today.
The queens are also expert hunters, feared by all across the plains. Patiently, a young female queen waits, stalking her prey, awaiting the perfect moment to make her move. She spots an outlier and decides this will be her next meal. But not this time. Undeterred, the feisty queens return to their hiding spot. For hours they will wait, until an opportune time comes to strike again.
At other end of spectrum, cabbage white are species that avoid conflict, preferring to remain unseen or unheard. Expert in art of camouflage, cabbage white are able to naturally blend into surrounding. The female of the species adopt bright green hue to blend in with the flora of tropical forest, enabling them to look out for approaching predator while remaining undetected. The male, on the other hand, have more neutral, earthy tone. Hiding in ground, they constantly search for food without fear of ever being spotted.
Over by the watering hole, the Gulf fritillary lurk around as a pack. They know that their commanding presence is required to secure rights over this precious resource that is vital to their livelihood. It is one of the few places the local population can come to quench their thirst. Without this water, they die. Using their numbers to their advantage, they have gained complete control and are now preventing other species from coming anywhere near the water. With predators lurking at every corner, the hexapods of one community will have to rely heavily on their adapted instincts to survive the harsh winter. Unbeknownst to them, a far greater threat is approaching. Dry spells typically experienced in March are expected to hit within the next week, depleting the land's already scarce resources. Will these little critters be able to survive Mother Nature on their own strength? Or will they be saved from calamity by a power far greater than they could ever imagine?
Hey, believer!